games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to the QPR Career Mode. If you are not caught up with the series, then make sure you go and check out the playlist. Before today's episode starts, I do just want to apologise. Obviously, I said to you guys not too long ago, and if you've seen the update video, obviously the episodes of this are just a little bit less frequent than normal, and that is just because obviously now I am like working full time, so finding time to film and edit is a little bit less than normal, so apologies for that. But hopefully, regardless, you guys are still enjoying the series. We today have got a fair few games to try and obviously plough through, and after we've done these first three in Swansea, Bournemouth and Bristol City, we do then have January and its transfer window. So we then have to work out what the plan is throughout January. Now, one thing to pay attention to, obviously, we do have a game on the 1st against Birmingham, so I might end up watch-simming the Birmingham game, because then that means we can get into, obviously, the transfer window properly after that. And then we've got some very, very tough games, including West Brom and Reading, who are both above us still. But yeah, the plan I think is going to be that we really sort out the Gray situation. We work out what we want to do with McCallum, bearing in mind what's happened with the Gray situation. That has put me off of wanting to actually sign him permanently now a little bit, because realistically, I think the same thing's going to happen. So what I'm thinking I'll potentially do is wait till next season and then just try and outwardly sign McCallum from Norwich anyway. Not 100% sure how easy or doable that's going to be. And it could be that Norwich still recall him because they complained that I wasn't playing him enough. I've tried playing him a little bit more since then. But if they do straight up recall him, we could sell Gray and try and put that money towards signing McCallum. We'll work it out regardless. But yeah, we're going to just like plough on. We're going to get those first three games done. That's our priority. And then we'll start looking a very little bit at the transfer window. But unless anything pops up, I'll see you at the Swansea game, I think is first. Just very quickly, something that's popped up. Murad Ahmed, his position change has happened. So he's currently centre forward. I made him a left winger, and his rating has gone up 2. So that's perfect. He can still obviously play centre forward and striker. I don't think we're going to ever really ask that of him. But I just think his card, because of his high dribbling, I think it just makes sense. But what we're going to do is we're going to probably give him support winger. Try and get that acceleration to kind of try and catch up the sprint speed. There's passing going up be quite nice. I'm not sure which way I want to do that. You know what, actually, I think I'm going to do wide playmaker, because that gets his attack positioning and it gets his dribbling up as well. So I think we'll go with wide playmaker. I think that makes the most sense. Okay, so this is our lineup for today. We've got Seny Dieng, we've got Hamer, Barbe, Dickey and Kakai as a back four. Coles, Johansson, Amos and Willock as sort of the midfield four, with Chair just ahead of them, and then Dykes ahead of Ilias. So I think this, again, at the moment is one of our strongest setups. I think this 4-2-3-1 works pretty well for us as a wide formation. So yeah, let's just crack on. Let's see how we do. And let's try and pick up 3 more points against Swansea. But it's going to be good to be back, obviously, at the Kiron Prince. And hopefully, again, picking up some decent points. I'm fairly sure we ended last episode with a loss against Sheffield United, which is a shame. But hopefully we can start off today with a very important win. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get the Kiron Prince rocking. And let's go for it. 3 points, hopefully, boys. Go on, you ours. Swansea with the first attack of the game there. But Barbe's done very well to step in and win it. And now Linden can maybe start a little something here, trying to burst away. Willock making a decent run, but Amos isn't going to find him, which is a shame. Swansea bringing it forward. Barbe does get in the way of that, thankfully, just about. He needed to as well, because that was a decent chance there for Cullen, I think is who that was there, I think it said. But we've got to try and get this corner out now. Hopefully not let them build anything here. Linden is going to go short, but they've played it to the edge of the box. Can we just try and keep this out now? Got to be careful. Well done there. I think that was Barbe with that win. And now Isaac Coles has got a chance to just try and bring this away. He is not a slow customer. However, not quite quick enough to just burst away on his own there. But again, he's still got it, and he's bringing it forward still. Plays it into Ilias. Going to set it here to Linden. Linden just tries to take it past the first man. Can't quite take it past the second. And that's our best real chance. Wasn't really a chance, was it? Johansson brings the ball away. Going to play it down to Luke Amos. Inside now to Ilias. Can we rotate this just a little bit? Linden out to Isaac Coles. Coles now, can he get this ball in the box? We're going to have to dink it up there. It's played to the edge by Johansson. I've tried to flick that onto Ilias, but Ilias kept going backwards. If Ilias kind of just stayed where he was there, maybe could have led to another chance. Swansea bursting down this wing here. Hamer has just been turned on the inside there. They're going to play it into the box. Great tackle there from Luke Amos. I said this, I'm fairly sure, in one of the games last episode. I know it was a while ago, but Amos had a couple of absolute blinders in last episode, and he started pretty decent here today. Willock going to whip that in low. Try to get it to Coles or Dykes, whoever it decided to lock onto, because we all know that passing in 22 is almost impossible to actually aim specifically towards players. But it wasn't a bad run, it wasn't a bad cross, but it didn't quite end up in our first chance. Well, there it is, half time. I think one shot the entire first half, and that was from Swansea. Mate, I don't know what it is. The passing just feels particularly bad at the moment. It did when I played Champs last night as well. It just felt horrific. And it didn't feel any better there, I'll be brutally honest with you. Not entirely sure what to really go for here. Part of me wanted to potentially bring on Gray, but I don't want to do it at the expense of Dykes. It would kind of be for Coles. But I'm not too sure. I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to give Amos and Willock both the full 90 because they're both a little bit upset with how little they're playing at the moment. So I'm going to give those two the full 90. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like that was a really, really tough half. Not even necessarily because Swansea were really, really good. It was just I couldn't string passes together. And when you can't string passes together in this game, it becomes like almost impossible. But, I mean, now we're getting a couple of passes together. This isn't looking too bad. Ilias, first chance of the game is just wide. But that was better. I mean, the passing felt a little bit slicker there. I don't think it was necessarily fixed, but we definitely had something going for us. So let's hope that continues. Johansson trying to burst forward here. We're going to try and play it into Linden. Linden with not a bad touch. He just about keeps it. He's just going to lose it there. That's unlucky, but that's the kind of plays we need for Linden. We need to just get it into him there and have him hopefully just have enough pace and then enough strength to just hold his man off. But Willock's on the ball now. Going to re-rotate it round. Ilias Chair. Can we get it into Willock again? We can. Lovely pass. Good first touch there from Willock as well. Edge of the box. We're going to play it down. Again, I don't know why my wingers are like dropping back. I've got them on cut inside. And they're dropping back at the edge of the box. Bit frustrating. This is a bit of a problematic build-up here for us. He's absolutely just lashed that from range. You don't see that very often from the AI. They tend to really like to try and work it into the box, but he's just had a go from range. Fair play to him, but it was just wide of the target. And with that, we are obviously having a goal kick, and we are making a change. Johan Barbate is going to make way for Geordie Device, and I did bring on Gray for Coles as well. Basically just fresh legs on that left-hand side. Norton is getting pretty tired. We saw that there with Coles sort of getting past him in that last build-up. But hopefully now, Gray is going to have some fresh legs and hopefully can make the most of a little bit of maybe a chance to go down that wing. But Ilias, I was going to say, it's just going to have a shot, but it is going to be a corner. You know what? We'll see if we get anything from this. Let's see if we can whip this one in there. And see if we can maybe get anything from it. Up to Stefan, who wins it, but I think it got a deflection. I think he got knocked off. No, it didn't. It's goal kick. About 15 to go. Let's hope that we can get that goal, if there's going to be one. One last change, and it is Johansson coming off, and it is going to be for Sam Field. That's honestly just because Field has not played in quite a while, and I just want to get him a couple of minutes. I know it loses a little bit of creativity that is Stefan Johansson, but Field and Amos, I think between them can do a good job at making sure that we don't concede late on in this game. Obviously, I'm not just going for a 0-0. Obviously, we're going for those 3 points. And that's a lovely ball there from Hamer. Cabango isn't going to get there. Gray's going to get there just a little bit quicker than him. Gray now, can he play it inside? It's not a good pass in. It's not a good pass in at all. That's a real shame, because if that was to Ilias's feet, I think we had a decent chance of maybe making something of that. With only a couple of minutes left, what we'll do is we'll just stick with this, and you guys can kind of see how this plays out now. Got to just try and win this ball back. This is the issue I'm having. Like I was saying, it's not necessarily that Swansea have been like a real problem and really, really tough or whatever. It's been that they've kept the ball really well, and it's been a pain in the backside to play against them when you're trying to chase a late goal. That's been the issue for me. But now they've got a chance to maybe get the last attack of the game. The last attack is not going to go our way, and it's not really going to go theirs as it peters out to a bit of a stinky 0-0. That's a bit of a shame, really, because again, I just feel like we didn't play at our best there. I didn't make enough chances, and I just really struggled at actually retaining possession and making chances with what we had. So, bit of a shame. It's good that we didn't get a loss to start off the episode, but it would have been nice. As you can see there, Linden didn't get a single chance on goal. So that's, I think, kind of sums up how that kind of game went for us. So I think it's a shame. Hopefully, it's a bit of a blip and we can just pick up for the next game and offer a little bit more. But yeah, there really wasn't much to show. There probably weren't that many highlights in that one, so I apologise. But yeah, bit of a stalemate, bit of a stinker. Okay, now we have had Willock's position changed here. Now, the slight stinker I have is if I make this change, it will probably turn out that he's not very good as a winger again. So I am going to do this change because I want to boost his shooting. His shooting for me is far too low. So we're going to make the change. He's still 71 rated. I'm not upset with his pace at all. I think his pace is absolutely fine. But I want to get that shooting up. And the issue is that doesn't help his passing. I kind of wanted one that does his passing and his shooting. But I don't really have that luxury. So I'm going to go with this, boost his finishing, get that up. That'll be nice. So that's going to take 14 weeks. And then once that's done, maybe we then go to like the attacking midfielder and get the passing up, or like the playmaker, get his passing up that way. I think that's possibly the way to do it. So we'll go with that and we'll sort that. But I wanted to show you guys that. And then at some point, I'll also then probably retrain him to be a right mid. I've had an email regarding Gray's wage situation. And again, as you guys know, there's nothing I can do. It will not let me talk to him about his contract. He even has a thumbs up for his contract. So I'm not really sure what's meant to be done there, EA. It's pretty terrible that it's this wrong, that it's this bad. I don't really know what the alternative is. Okay, now we have a tough game against a very tough Bournemouth side. They are currently, I think, in 6th, and we're still in 4th as it stands right now. I've gone to the 4-2-2 today. Obviously, Willock now able to play as a cam, so I thought, you know what, we might as well see it and see how it goes. But we've got Janssen, Amos. It's basically the same 11, but Charlie's come in for Coles, and McCallum has come in for Hamer. Those are the only 2 changes, and obviously we have changed to the 2-2. So hopefully the 2 strikers can maybe make a slight difference today. It's back-to-back home games, which is always nice to see. But yeah, I'm optimistic that will make a small change for us. I'm not too sure, but we have got a lot of football this week. We've got 3 games this week. We have Bristol City not too crazy long from now, and then obviously we have Birmingham just shortly after that. But it's bloody snowing again. Tom, pay attention to when it says snow, you absolute dingbat, because I don't know about you lot, I bloody hated playing in the snow last time. That was terrible for me. So good luck, everyone. I hope you enjoy this more than I do. Ball in here to Willock. Willock now is going to take his time. Plays it around to Charlie. Charlie is going to just about hold off. Nice. Back into Charlie. Charlie Austin on his left foot. And that is a fantastic start. Charlie Austin doing what Charlie Austin does. Even did a celebration. I didn't press a button. Yes, Charlie. What a boy. That's a lovely finish right in that left-hand side. Off his left foot into the right-hand side. Whichever way you want to look at it. But that was a lovely bit of play. Again, that was just the kind of like passing and movement we just couldn't get working in the last game. But that strike was absolutely fantastic. It's on his weak foot. And again, Charlie Austin coming in and just doing wonders for us. That's really, really good to see. I really wish in this game that they didn't do his rating so dirty, and he's dropped twice already. But also, I wish he wasn't quite as slow in the game. I mean, I know he's not necessarily quick, but it just makes him so hard to use. And his stamina, they've made it very difficult to use Charlie Austin, but when I use him, more often than not, I bloody like it. So it's a shame that I can't use him every game. But well done, Aussie, stopping the cross coming in. But there could be another cross coming in here from the actual corner itself. Good tackle there from Ilias Chair. Bring it away, lad. Charlie playing a lovely through ball here to Willock. And Willock is just about going to get there. Haven't really got an option inside the box, but we do turn, eventually get the space. We try and play it to Charlie. Oh, the pass from Johansson. He tried to play it to Amos. I wanted it to Linden. But we're playing some nice football. We just need to make sure we don't get caught on the counter. But otherwise, we're actually playing some decent football this game. Bournemouth with the ball on the edge of the box here. Got to be careful not to let them bring this in or get a chance. It's a good tackle initially there. I'm not sure who that was, but apparently I've just given it away. It was Barbe who made the first tackle. He's made another block, but it's not enough to stop the shot coming in from Bournemouth. I'll be honest there. I don't think my brain was fully switched on. That was my own fault, really. I didn't do a good enough job at actually bringing that ball away. That pass I tried to play was terrible. I see Brooks there, by the way. Huge love to Brooks. Wishing him the best, because obviously not the nicest of situations that's going on for the young lad. So wishing him, obviously, all the best. And hopefully we hear some good news sooner rather than later about Brooks. But a lovely goal there. Poor defending, but well finished from low. And it's now 1-1. Ball here to Charlie. We're going to play it off to Ilias. Ilias, oh, it's a slightly heavy touch, but he keeps hold of it. He's now going to ping it from the edge of the box, and it is saved by the keeper. Not a bad effort, but yeah, I feel a little bit limited to that because they've got so many players back. Like, literally, they're sat so incredibly deep. Oh, that's not good. He's just walked past McCallum, plays it into the box, and that is an easy second. And just like that, Low, I think that was Low again. And that's now 2-1. That is not good from us at all there. The ball from the defender, he's just pinged it straight out to their right mid, and he has just played a simple pass across, and Low has just thundered that into that left-hand corner. It's a lovely, lovely finish. You look at how Low has run in. Ozzy and Dicky just don't do anything in regards to watching that runner, so that's really, really poor. Poor defence from me. And again, another goal conceded. Now it's 2-1. And it's even worse. Ilias Chair bringing this ball forward very nicely as well. Plays it into Lyndon now. Lyndon Dijk. Can he get a shot away? He can. That is a hell of a shot. But what a save that is. The fact Lyndon's hit that the way that he did genuinely surprises me. But that save is absolutely top drawer. Surprised we didn't see a replay. That is why I waited there. But that's fine. We're going to put this ball in now. It's going to go to Lyndon. The keeper's going to come to it. Oh, he did just about get a touch. I thought the ball was heading towards the goal there, but it was a good save in the end. Ilias going to whip it in there. It's going towards Lyndon again. Can't quite win it. Edge of the box. Chrissy Willock. Oh, it's not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all, but it is going to be half-time, which is a real, real shame. I don't really know what we can do crazy differently from what we've done in that first half, because I don't think we've been bad. I really don't think we've been bad at all. Part of me wants to go to the 4-2-3-1 now and bring on Gray. Part of me thinks to do that. The other part of me thinks Coles. You know what? We're going to go 4-2-3-1. I'm going to change it up, and yeah, I'll sort it out and I'll show you guys what it is I do. Okay, so that's what I've gone with there. You can see it's basically going to be Charlie off for Coles. 4-2-3-1, so basically like our other formation. I probably should set that up to be like maybe my attacking on this formation, because I do end up changing to that sometimes in game. But regardless, we kind of now just need to try and work our way back into this. Maybe Ilias playing centrally and having the pace of Coles and Willock out wide will help a little bit. And by the way, Willock can still play as a right wing. I know there's often glitches where once a player's changed from a position, even though it says they can still play it, that it says that they can't all of a sudden. He is actually more than capable of playing out there, so that's absolutely fine. And we don't lose anything by doing that. But Cole's hopefully a bit of extra pace, an option out wide, and maybe the width will make a difference. We'll find out. Lovely tackle there from Coles actually to keep possession. Let's stick with this for a second. Coles is just going to keep bursting forward. I'm not going to play the cross in there because they've got too many players back. That's going to be a penalty, and it is a penalty. Well won from Isaac Coles. It's a yellow card for Cook as well. Really, really good run from Coles. Just drew that tackle in, and as soon as you got the ball past Coles, and as soon as he slid in, there was no choice but a penalty there. Yeah, he's missed the ball. I don't think there's any crazy big foul or anything in that, but it's definitely a foul. And Lyndon Dykes is going to step up, and Lyndon Dykes is going to miss, because taking penalties against the AI is actually pointless. And I forget that every time I win one, I get really excited and forget that it's actually the most pointless thing. I hate it so much. I played it inside here. Seni Dieng, lovely save. I think that was Solanke with the effort. And thankfully, it is saved and it does go over. I'm still frustrated about the penalty. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm still frustrated about the penalty. Again, it doesn't matter where you aim. You start aiming one place and you move somewhere else. The keeper still saves it. And they score another goal. And it is Billing who finds the back of the net. And this game has just gone against me, boys. I genuinely, I know I sound bitter. This game has gone against me. I'm not entirely sure how they've scored 3 goals. The quick succession from the first and second, obviously frustrating. And again, you know, penalties. I don't think I've scored penalties this season or this career mode. Frustrated. Coles is bursting down the wing now. Can we maybe try and find a pass inside? Coles is going to turn inside because the passing option isn't really there. We see Ilias Chair ahead of him. Chair takes a shot, and that is going to be another penalty. I'm not going to get excited for it because I don't think there's any point in getting excited for it. But what we're going to do is we're going to aim to the bottom right. And I'm going to move it to the middle. Do you know what? It's a good thing I didn't, because The keeper was staying there. I let go of it, but apparently I let go of it far too late. We do actually score a penalty. Who'd have thunk it? Lyndon Dykes gets his goal. Have to say, obviously gutted that that's not abrasive penalties from Lyndon, but it is in the back of the net, and it is 3-2. There's time, 20 minutes. There's time to try and get back into it. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's a lovely bit of play and a lovely save from Super Senny. Although he's not been quite so super today, that is a very good save from Senny Dieng indeed. Lovely stuff there, because that does keep us in with a chance of trying to earn something from this game. Again, from 3-1 down, if we were to pick something back up into this game, that would be fantastic. Can we try and rotate this round? It's a lovely bit of play. Oh, it doesn't quite find its way through to Johansson. That's a shame. Ilias Chair into Lyndon. That's a lovely pass. Lyndon Dykes is going to scuff it, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. This game has just been problem after problem for me. It's just not gone well for me at all. We're going to have to make some changes. We're going to go Dozzle and hope that Dozzle can maybe make a bit of a difference here. And we've done it before. Will it work again? Albert Adoma at cam. Let's find out. Let's hope, because Albert, Uncle Albert, King of Kings. 2 changes. 5 minutes to go. I've left it a bit late. See if it's a late impact. Dozzle inside to Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon, this time on his right foot. He's going to have a go. Cook is just going to step in first. I did ask him to shoot before he turned like that, but that's okay. I think that was just him having to obviously get into a stride where he could shoot, which is a real shame, because that could have been possibly our last chance to get a chance away before the end of the game. Obviously, I pulled Aussie out there to try and close that down, but I don't think we're going to win it back here. I think that's going to be curtains. Look at the clock. I'm fairly sure that's going to be it. They've passed it backwards. And that's full time. It's 3-2, and the bloody snow yet again causes us problems. I hate playing in the snow. I absolutely hate playing in the snow. I can't stand it, but it's my own fault. I should check beforehand and see that it says snow and change it, but I didn't. And yeah, have to say, absolutely gutted there. Obviously gutted. Yeah, it's a shame, innit? Well, that is a loss we really didn't want, because not only have we gone behind Bournemouth, but we've actually gone behind Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United as well. So that's a real blow for us, because we have dropped quite a few places down into 7th place. So that does suck. But, you know, hopefully it was just Boxing Day problems. Hopefully it was just Boxing Day, you know, stinkers. Let's get that out of our system. Let's concentrate on Bristol City. It's probably going to be quite a bit of rotation, but let's get into it. Okay, you can see the amount of changes we have had to do. So Device, Hamer and Odebajo come into the defence. Dozzle, Field and Adoma come into the midfield, and Austin and Gray both start up top. It's a very tired team. It's a very tired team. But we are up against a decent Bristol City side, but hopefully one we can break down. So let's hope and pray. It says partly clear. No bloody snow, please, EA. It does say partly clear. Otherwise, I would have changed it. But away from home, let's see if we can hopefully get our first win of the episode. It's been a really tough episode for us. The first game, obviously, just a bit of a boring stalemate. And that last game, just problem after problem for us. Let's see if we can have a relatively uneventful game is what I'm going to say. And by that, I mean, hopefully, we have a game that actually, you know, maybe things just ever so slightly swing in our favour. That'd be nice. Dozzle going to play it inside now to Gray. Outside to Uncle Albert. Albert Adoma. Can he get past his man? I was going to say he's just going to win the corner, but he didn't quite. That's a shame. That's a good bit of defence there, to be fair. Dozzle, lovely stuff. They're going to keep this ball now. Can he bring this forward? Gray's making a run. It's a good tackle, but Field's going to play it forward now to Charlie. The passing's letting us down. The passing is the big problem today. That has been one of the biggest issues. Like, obviously, defending has been problematic, especially in that last game, but they wouldn't have as many chances if we weren't giving possession away as much with our bad passes. It's as simple as that. Oh, it's another chance. It's an overload of players. And again, we concede, man. I don't know what the issue is. I know I haven't played career mode in a while. I haven't played against the AI in a while anyway. I don't think it's just that. I don't know what the issue is today. I just cannot catch a break. I just can't. This has been one of our worst runs in some time. And Scott puts them 1-0 up. Oh, more problems, boys. More problems. Ilias out wide with so many red shirts around him. No support, but he hits the bar. Albert Adoma couldn't quite win the header. Ilias had no one around him. He was surrounded by red shirts. As I was saying in the last game, that's another penalty. Thank you, EA. Another penalty. 3 penalties in 2 games. Can we maybe find the back of the net this one? It's not going to be Gray taking it. It is going to be Charlie Austin stepping up to take this. Charlie. Green time finished. I didn't hit the green, but we did hit the back of the net. Charlie Austin, pick that ball up, lad. You know what to do. No, he doesn't. He's left it. But it is 1-1. We have got ourselves back into it, and that is a decent chance, hopefully now, to try and build and get something from this game. I have to say, Charlie Austin 2-2. That's nice to see. As I was saying in the last game, he's not the most usable player in FIFA just because of how his card works with how the game works. But 2-2, that's not bad at all. So I'll take that. Very happy indeed. Now, honestly, it's back to level pegging. Let's try not concede again would be nice. I said not concede, and immediately Bristol City on the attack. Seny Dieng, good save. Oh my god, I genuinely didn't think he was going to pick that up. Genuinely thought he was just leaving that. Gray on the ball. Going to play it forward here for Sam Field to run onto. He's going to have to go back to Adebayo. Gray was making a decent run, but I don't think I could make that pass quite to him. Nice bit of rotation of the ball here, though. Dozzle. Look at that run from Charlie. That's a lovely bit of play. Charlie Austin on his left foot. It's not 2-2. It's 3-2. Charlie Austin now has scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. He has really stepped up in this episode, and he's needed to. Obviously, Linden is very tired for this game. Gray massively pissed off at, I think, just life in general, I think, and that's been a big issue for us. But Charlie Austin bagging it again. That bit of play from Dozzle was really nice, but the run from Charlie, bearing in mind he hasn't got the most pace, is just fantastic. Makes space for himself and then finds the back of the net. Charlie Austin, could he be our hero, baby? I think he bloody well could. Top lad Charlie, 2-1. Let's sort it out, boys. Let's sort it out. They've rotated this inside. Good save there from Seny Dieng. Punches it over the bar. If we conceded almost immediately after getting our second, that would have been an absolute stinker for us. Realistically now, if there's going to be another goal, I need it to be 3 for us. I need it to be our third. I'm not going to lie to you. That would be humongous for us. But now, Chair has a chance. Can he play it over the top? Oh, the defender is just going to get there first. Scott is going to win it, and Gray's going to try and close him down, but that would have been lovely. But that's a great tackle there from Ilias. Could it be? Could it be a hat-trick for Charlie Austin? No. No. It's spooned wide. That's not even close. I'm not sure how that's happened. Charlie inside here to Gray. Could we maybe get a chance for a third just before half-time? We do get the chance, but it's just dragged wide. Gray can't quite find the back of the net. That would have been a really nice time to have scored as well just before that half-time whistle. But we finished this half on a real good note. We've made a couple of decent chances. It could have been 3. It could have even been 4, but it wasn't to be. But 2 goals for Charlie Austin. Absolutely fantastic. Very happy with that indeed. The 2 striker systems today has just worked out for us. That's been the main difference here. It has just worked out for us. I am going to make a change at half-time. I'm going to take off Ilias' chair. I'm going to bring on Duke McKenna. I'm a big fan of Duke McKenna. I think he's going to be a hell of a good player in the future. Obviously, I know that's a big downgrade from Ilias for this game. It's a 13 difference in rating, and if you include form, it's a 20 difference in rating. But we have got the game against Birmingham coming right up after this, so I need the team ready. I need to keep players fit. I need to work on keeping players ready for different games. So it's going to be a bit of a downgrade. Ilias really was quite influential in that first half, but hopefully Duke McKenna can come in and do a decent job for us. And of course, if he does, then he's going to get a little bit of form up, and who knows, he could play a little bit more frequently for us off that bench. So time will tell. Let's see if the second half we can hopefully keep playing as well as we started to at the end of that half. And it's going to drop into Gray here, and it's another dragged shot wide there. Lovely ball in from Albert Adoma. Found the space, found the ball. The first touch from Gray wasn't amazing, but the shot was just wide. That's such a shame, man. Lovely ball here out again for Uncle Albert. And Albert Adoma now with a little bit of space ahead of him. Pring is not slow though, so he's going to get caught, but he's going to play it inside to Charlie. Another chance for the third. I've tried to chip it because I thought the keeper was coming out. He didn't. And now I look daft. Great tackle there from Duke McKenna. Really good stuff. And he's going to play it inside now to Gray, who's going to find Albert Adoma, who's going to have a ping. It's not a bad effort, but it's a good save from the keeper. Very good stuff indeed here. I think now... Oh, I didn't put him on the bench. I meant to put on Dominic Ball, and I put Amos on. I meant to put on Dominic Ball. That's a shame. Okay. Dunn is going to come on for... Actually, is he? Yeah, Dunn's going to come on for Dickey. Dunn has been made captain as well, apparently. We really are rotating this squad quite a lot today. This is actually the first minutes that Dickey will have not played this season. Him coming off for this change here. This is the first minutes I think he's missed all season, and I'm fairly sure that's in all competitions as well. So yeah, interesting stuff. But it's a header. That was Jimmy Dunn. Imagine that as your first touch coming on if he'd scored that. But yeah, regardless, it's still 2-1. Okay, we need a third. I will be so mad if we keep missing these chances and it ends up being that we regret missing all of those chances. We need to try and get a third here as they're on the attack immediately. Odebaggio. Oh, it's just been walked round him. Jordy Device, your hero. Odebaggio going to try and come out to it. And Odebaggio does make the block, and it is going to go out for a corner here for Bristol City. Not crazy long left. Have I really got any changes I can consider making? Not particularly. I think we're going to just have to stick with it. I think this is going to be the team that's going to have to keep us hopefully afloat in this one. I wanted to rest Amos. If I'd remembered to put Ball on the bench, I'd have probably brought on Ball there. But I didn't, so I can't. So let's try and just make sure we see this one out. Lovely stuff there from Hamer. And Hamer now, I think that's Gray on the halfway line. It is going to be Gray on the halfway line. It's a good chest. Plays it over Williams, but Williams just strong enough to stay ahead of Gray and to stop us trying to get through there one-on-one. That's a shame. Lovely play here into Dozzle. Dozzle's going to play it down to Gray. Gray, I maybe should have played it to Adoma. That's a very good save there. Very good save indeed. We've just, honestly, we put the pressure on, and I think a third is something we probably should have secured by now, but the fact we haven't just means it's still stress. There's only a few minutes left, so we'll do what we've done in the last couple of games, and we'll see the last couple of minutes out together here. They're going to play it out wide. Hamer, can he be equal to it? Good stuff there from Hamer. Jordan Weiss just going to pick up the pieces there, as we're going to, I was going to say we're going to play it forward and over the top, but apparently I put nowhere near enough power in it, and apparently he thought I just wanted a little dink to Hamer. Not quite what I was after there. Won't lie to you, Geordie. But that's going to be the ball lost in the halfway line. Ref, look at the time. Ref, look at the time. Every other game, you stopped it there. Thank God. Thank God. The rut is over. A brace from Charlie Austin. It could have been a hat-trick. It could have been 2 or 3 for Gray as well. Albert Adoma nearly picked one up. But the main thing is, with quite a bit of rotation, we have seen it out and we've got 3 points. We did make it easier for ourselves. Obviously, we went 1-0 down. We worked hard to get back into it, and we got back into it very, very well indeed. Another penalty scored, which is nice to see, but Charlie Austin with a brace. Fantastic. Very happy indeed. Well done, boys. 3 very important points. Okay, so we have got through that last game. It was a bit of a stress. We're still in 7th, but at least we didn't drop points. I know that Sheffield United won. I'm fairly sure all of the teams above us won there, so that's obviously something we've got to pay attention to. Hamer's happy, obviously, because he asked to play, and I did. And Dykes, for some reason, has decided that the newspapers are saying he's terrible. He's not. The team changes every now and again. Linda, mate, you're all good, lad. Need a rotation because you were knackered. So I'm going to get the team ready for this Birmingham game. We're probably going to have another heavy rotation because, again, going to have a lot of tired players. This will be one that we watch sim and then we jump in if we need to. And then we get ready for January. It's as simple as that, I think. Before we do that, it's important to pay attention to a couple of things here. Norwich recalled McCallum. So McCallum has gone. We no longer have McCallum. That is a bit of a kick in the teeth. Obviously, my initial thought process was I wasn't going to play him too much because I was trying to keep, Hamer game time, give Odebaggio some game time. And then as soon as we used McCallum and he was quite good, I started to use him more. And it's weird that they complained about his game time after he started getting consistent game time. But I guess the issue is, obviously, maybe we can try and purchase him now. Who knows? Time will tell. But he's gone, so obviously that's happened there. Our scout report, I think this is our England one. Okay, we'll get rid of Caleb Gardner. Doesn't look that great. Elijah Hutton is a no from me. Arthur Hewitt doesn't look that fantastic. Lewis Allison is another one. Stanley Webster. David Wyatt, maybe. Michael Still, I think, sadly, is going to be... Oh, that's the end of our... I'm going to take a punt on David Wyatt because his starting overall is not too bad. potentially. I'm going to guess he's going to be about 50-ish rated, actually, looking at that value. Yeah, I'm going to call him up. Sorry, Steele. I've kind of dragged Steele on quite a bit, but I just 40-ish, I don't think it's quite going to be enough. So we're going to have to say no to that there. But somebody coming in for Ramkild, we will accept that because I've got no interest in using Ramkild. So I think that's a Norwegian team, so he's potentially going off to Norway. But let's sort out this team for the Birmingham game. That's our priority right now. Let's get that done. Okay, this is the team I'm going to run. We're going with a 4-2-2. We've got Dykes, Gray up top, Coles on the left, Willock on the right, Chairs on the bench. So obviously we've got him as an option coming on. Johansson, Amos, Hamer, Barbe, Dickey, Kakai, and Senny. Let's go for it. Let's hope that this team's good enough to take on, obviously, a solid Birmingham side. I know they're having a bit of a sticky run of games at the moment in real life, but they're no mugs. They're not a bad team at all. So let's just hope and pray that we can do something against this team. And obviously, I'll show you guys the highlights. Let's go. Good effort there. First chance of the game, and it's Linden getting a decent chance. But it was a good save in the end, so that's a shame. But hopefully, the boys can keep up the good amount of pressure and possession we've had early on. I, of course, compliment the boys. And the first thing you see after that is a goal for Birmingham. That is just always how it's going to happen, isn't it? Sick. Linden Dykes. There we go. Things you love to see. Big boy Linden back in the team, back in the goals. Lovely stuff. Well done, Linden, mate. Needed that quick response. Oh, lovely bit of play. Stephanie Johansson gets himself on the score sheet. Now it's 2-1. Now we've turned it around. Good stuff, boys. That bit of play was lovely. I think it was Coles, Dykes, and Johansson sort of in that little triangle. Lovely stuff. 2-1. Fantastic. All about that. And almost immediately, Dykes makes it 3. The boys are turning the sauce on now. Lovely stuff. Well done, lads. This is the kind of game we needed. With me not playing, we still go 1-0 down, but we get the goals. I'm all about it. Half-time, very, very happy with that indeed. Obviously, 3 fantastic goals. And again, just the fact that we've scored 3 is just great news for us. What I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to make any choice of subs, and we are going to jump to result because obviously this episode, for me, filming-wise, has gone on for quite a while. And we got a 4th. Charlie came on, and within 13 minutes got himself another goal. Charlie Austin today with 4 goals in today's episode. Very happy with that. He actually outscored Lyndon Dykes. Dykes only getting 3. Imagine. Yeah, chuffed with that. Well done, boys. 4-1. Huge result. Huge result. Okay, so worth bearing in mind here. Connor Masterson is back from his loan, and Nico Hammerleinen back from his loan. Now, Hammerleinen, it's never really worked out for at QPR. It's just not quite ever been the right situation. It's never quite been his thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to sell Hammerleinen and use the money from Hammerleinen to consider our next play, because I think I'm going to reloan out Masterson. Or I might, you know what? I might loan out Jimmy Dunn, try and get Dunn a little bit of consistent game time because he's not getting much favour for us here. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to loan out Jimmy Dunn. That's nothing against Jimmy Dunn at all, but we'll transfer this Hammerleinen. I'm going to loan out Jimmy Dunn just because I want him to get game time. I don't want him to just circle around the drain here because he's so much better than that. We've seen it before. He's come in and played well at times. So I want Dunn to go out and get some game time, and I want him to come back even better for it. So hopefully that's going to work out for us, and hopefully Jimmy Dunn can get some decent game time while he is out. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on what the best plan of action is now. Obviously, we've got just short of 3 million. If Hammerleinen goes, I reckon we can maybe get about $500,000 for Hammerleinen. So we'll say we've got roughly 3.5. Any potential money from Gray, I think he's probably going to go for between 1 and 2. So we're looking at maybe around 5 million. With 5 million, is it worth us trying to pick up McCallum? I think he'll be less than that. Is it worth trying to buy him? Alternatively, if we sell Gray, we might need another striker, and we might need a young, quick option because Gray is kind of our pace outlet at striker. So maybe going for a pacey striker is the way to go. But let me know in the comments what you guys think you would do for how we're doing this right now and the best way to attack this January transfer window. We don't have loads of money, but we've got possibilities of some money coming in. We could also potentially offer Gray as a swap for someone. So if you guys can think of anyone, let me know. And as I said, comment down below. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit that sub button and turn notifications on to be told any time that we upload a video. If you want to catch us on our live streams, Hursty Games over on Twitch, link is in the description. And while you're down there, check out the links to our channel sponsors of M21 and Real Footy Prints. Code Hursty will get you a discount at both. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands. In a bit.
Name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.